Thanks for checking out the PsycHope Self-Help podcast, now on YouTube. Our podcast launched on most major podcast directories back in December of 2022. And as of December 2023, we're making our episodes available for all the lovely people who prefer listening to podcasts on YouTube. There may be times when the dates don't match up, so thank you in advance for your understanding. Please refer to the video description for links to any resources discussed during the show. We'll be sure to point you in the right direction. Earlier this holiday season, the PsycHope Self-Help podcast hosted the 12 Days of Holiday Stress Relief Audio Summit. For 12 days straight, I had the honor of interviewing compassionate women, all thought leaders with a background in mental health, with the goal of understanding how they see holiday stress impact the women they serve. And I was sure to ask for all their tips on how to navigate the many forms that holiday stress can take. If you weren't able to join us live, then I have some good news for you. All the talks from the summit are waiting for you in our private podcast. Just head on over to psychope.com/12 days to get access to the 12 Days of Holiday Stress Relief Audio Summit private podcast. There's still plenty of time to listen to all the interviews and benefit from the insights and tips that were shared. Let us guide you through a transformative journey, helping you navigate the holiday hustle and reclaim the joy of the season. Again, please visit psychope.com/12 days to get your access to the summit, or just click the link in the show notes. Hello and welcome. You're listening to the PsycHope Self-Help podcast, a space for women where psychology illuminates paths to healing, hope, and personal growth. I'm Dr. Jennifer McManus, a clinical psychologist, and I'll be your host. Each episode, we'll explore a different way to use psychology to enhance emotional wellness. Hope you enjoy the show. Hey, this is episode 9. You're catching the podcast during the 12 Days of Holiday Stress Relief. On the 6th day of Holiday Stress Relief, we're turning our attention to how physical exercise and our diet choices can help with holiday stress. Now, I promise this has not switched into a weight loss podcast on you. This day of holiday stress relief is all about those basic building blocks for helping with difficult emotions that you may have heard me mention on one of the first episodes. We previously explored how exercise can help with depressed mood, but it can also help with stress. Psychological research studies have found that people who exercise more regularly are less vulnerable to increased stressors. Exercise gives us more energy, which definitely comes in handy this time of year. We can also get stress relief from exercise because it helps us let off steam. If you're someone who already has an established exercise routine, it's best to stay with it, even during the extra time demands of the holiday season. Keeping our commitments to physical exercise throughout the holidays allows us to continue getting those stress relief benefits. This can help with resiliency towards holiday stress. If you're someone who is not already exercising on a regular basis, physician-approved exercise is a great way to cope with holiday stress. December is also an ideal time to get started because the gyms are much more spacious right now than they'll be in a few more weeks. Now, on to how our food choices play a role in managing holiday stress. During the holiday season, when there is so much to get done, we may be tempted to skip meals. You're not alone if you find yourself asking, who even has time to eat when running all your holiday errands on top of your already hectic schedule? On the other hand, we may find ourselves dealing with holiday stress by eating too many holiday sweets. It sure does not help, though, when there are dessert spreads at every social event. Both choices, skipping meals or overindulging on sweets, can make us vulnerable to irritability, which is not helpful during an already demanding time. So, finding a happy medium of healthy food choices during the holiday season is key to managing stress. Mindful eating may be a path towards finding this balance. Mindful eating involves engaging all of the senses and saving taste for last. As an example, let's explore how we can mindfully eat a warm Christmas cookie. Perhaps we start by smelling its sweet aroma. We then feel its warmth as we pick it up off the platter and hear it land on our plate. We then see how delicious it looks, perhaps noticing some favorite morsels of candy peeking through the cookie. Then we take that long-awaited bite and truly savor the taste. Well, that's going to wrap it up on this snack size episode. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to follow the show to hear the final 6 days of the 12 days of holiday stress relief. The information shared on the PsycHope Self-Help podcast is done so with the understanding that it does not constitute professional help, nor is it a substitute for professional help. If you think you might benefit from more than self-help, there are resources listed in the show notes.